大家好，我是 Joe Creator。今天我们会听AI 歌手 and I'm really interested to listen to this. It'll be the first like virtual Chinese voice I think I've listened to, and this has been prepared by many people, big bunch of artists collaborating on this, which is also cool to see. Again, in the title of the video, it's Tianyi, and I'm really interested to get into this and see what it sounds like. So the title of the track is 歌行四方.
Whoops, that is not the name of the song. I got that translation slightly wrong there. I was just reading this. The character is Xing, so the song title is 歌行四方. Yeah, my bad, guys. Let's continue.
So without further ado, let's listen. Okay, yeah, so lots of different musicians playing on this one, which will be really cool. Oh, such an uplifting chord progression there with that melody. That's good. You got bouncy synths, you got bouncy voice melody. Okay, I can definitely hear some peeper in the background there. These other instruments building up. And there they all are. Oh, yeah, awesome. Morin Kerr. Oh, and that's like the Gorda flute? Is that what it's called? Yeah, I like this instrumental. But, I mean, I will just say, you know, they've got so much focus on these other instruments, and I'm not sure I can quite hear them all, if that makes sense. They're really blended into the mix. It was like that in the chorus as well, actually, where I really want to hear more of that peeper, more of that morinka, more of that flute, which you can hear here. You can hear here. You can hear here. But I want it to stand out the mix more. You know, I'm here to listen to these instruments, and it is mixed very well, but everything is sort of blended. The only thing that stands out is the vocal, which is very interesting, by the way. To me, it sounds really realistic. The only thing that doesn't sound realistic is the notes are sort of too perfect. Sometimes you have little wavers in between two notes, some little trills, and it just lacks a little bit that human touch. But in fact, if you told me this is just a real person with a lot of auto-tune on their voice, I would probably believe it. I like that little riser there. Can you hear it? It goes whoop, 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 whoop. It sounds just like that Pokemon. Okay, anyway. Yeah, I like this little bit. The video is so good. Ooh, outfit change. Okay, now I can hear some strings a bit more. Oh, good last line there in the lyrics as well. Nice. I really like the meaning behind that song. I want to sort of get into what I think about that a little bit, so let's do that. Obviously, this song is about traveling, all directions, being sort of free to explore and learn, and I guess spread musical culture, but also sort of learn culture as well. And I like the thought of taking song and dance wherever you go, because that's a beautiful thing, really. And I think that the lyrics were really good here. I really like the line in there saying about the storms. Sometimes there's storms, but does it matter? It just means that, you know, it's always worth pushing yourself out of your boundaries and getting out there, even if it can be a little bit tough sometimes. It will be worth it. And that is really concluded saying here, the years pass silently without a word. Let's get the Chinese for that. 岁月不声不响，岁月而生长. And that really, I guess, hammers home why you must brave the storms, why it doesn't matter if there's some storms, because the years move on, and seeing all these beautiful things, all this music, all of these views of mountains and oceans and rivers, blah, 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 is worth going to see. So that's really what this song talks about. For the structure and the composition, I think that everything, as I said, is mixed really nicely, and the synthesizers really complement the slightly robotic and tuned virtual vocals. But as I said, I think that the individual sort of folk instruments tended to get lost in the mix there. There is a lot going on, especially in that chorus. You have loud drums, you have the main vocals, you have backing vocals, you have, I guess, normal instrumentation, and then you have these instruments that you see in the background of the video. And while I see them in the video, I wish that I personally could pick out each instrument very easily, which I can't, because they're all blended together a lot, and they sit sort of behind the synths and main drums a little bit, in my opinion. Maybe if they each had their own section, just a few bars where you could really hear their instrument. You know, I want to hear that flute louder in the mix. I want to hear that marimba louder in the mix, even if it's just for a few bars, just so that I could pick it out and I go, yes, I know that it's there. I really like to read all your comments, so if I've missed some of these instruments that you've seen in this video, that gourd flute, which I think has a proper name, I don't think that's its proper name, I'm not sure, so let me know down below in the comments, and I will learn something from you guys as well. But apart from that little nitpick, I think that the production on it's really good. And I like the structure of the song as well, and the video's really sweet. I think the animation actually really, really good. And as I said, you know that I love it when there's loads of musicians all collaborating or performing to one great goal, which I think is done really well here, and they all look like they were enjoying themselves in the video. So yeah, guys, I think that that's a really interesting song with some instruments that I don't usually hear, and I'm glad that I could listen to it with you today. And that's all for now, so I'll see you guys next time. 再见 and bye bye.